New moon in Taurus. We're super jazzed to be here as always, but we're even more jazzed about this combination. Having a new moon in Taurus in April on the 22nd, 23rd, depending where you're at, is kind of like the perfect springtime combination. Right off the bat, the first thing that everybody thinks when they think about Taurus is either they are stubborn or something to do with food. And don't get me wrong, both of those things are very much so in the Taurus wheelhouse, but there is so much more to this sign, this archetype, and these people than food and getting their own way. Some Taurian archetypes and traits would be their slow and steady wins the race kind of energy they bring to situations. A very good and kind of visual comparison to draw would be the contrast between Taurus and Aries. Aries is the first house in the zodiac. It was also the new moon that we just had, so I'll link it up top for you to check out if you'd like. The ram for Aries and the bull for Taurus. Taurian energy is definitely something that is slow to build, but once it is going, it's pretty dang hard to stop a bull. If you compare that to the Aries ram, Aries is ready to go right away out of the gate, ramming its head against stuff, right? It's just right off the bat, super intense, super strong, but tires easy, changes directions, changes its mind, and is not as steady and consistent. Some people will call it stubborn, which is fair enough. They're stubborn also, but you have someone, this Taurus archetype will again and again show up for you. They'll complete a job, they'll finish what they've started, they are consistent, and they are loyal. Because Taurus is a fixed sign, it's not easily changed from external forces. They decide when they want to change ideas. If you want to change a Taurus's mind or you need to influence the outcome of a situation, it's best to give them lots of time to process your information you're giving them so that they can come to the same conclusion that you've had and change directions of their own fruition? Of their own desire. The planetary ruler of Taurus is Venus, and this is what adds the real luscious food stereotype to Taurus. Venus and Venusian energy and vibes is all about that good. It's about the things we love, the things we value, things that we enjoy, personal appearance, opulence, rich, refined, and this can lead people to believe that Taurus is rather materialistic. And they are and they aren't. It's different and it manifests itself differently in different people, but the root of it is that Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus really values beautiful things. Now, does that mean that Taurus is snobby and they will only take the best of the best? No. What it means is Taurus really values what it values. So if Taurus really values organic produce and they are adamant that organic produce is the way to go, a Taurus will again and again pursue the same level of quality of life, of indulgence. They want this level of comfort that they enjoy, not because they're snobbish, but because they know the value of it. They find and they see the value in beauty or in quality. These are by far the quality over quantity people. They enjoy really good food. They love to indulge in the five senses, and that is a huge Venusian flavor for Taurus. This is the food stereotype, and so many food quotes and comparisons get drawn with Taurus because of this Venusian, but it's not just food. It's also scents, feeling, textiles, ambiance in a room. These people can be incredible painters because they are inspired to do something and then they will paint for the next 10 days because they have that consistency and that endurance, and they have this beautiful eye for style and design and beauty. It is the only earth sign ruled by Venus, so the embodiment of Venus in Taurus is very creative in real life things. IRL, these people bring beauty into everyday activities. Because they can be very linear and monotonous in their movement, the slow and steady pace, this is how you can really infuse magic and beauty and that Venusian couture, opulence, vibe to your everyday life is with the Taurian energy. They find the beauty in stopping and smelling the roses. That's the perfect Taurus quote. What other people might consider monotonous tasks, Taurus finds pleasure in. Being a Venusian sign does have its negative sides. You can become a little bit greedy, a little bit selfish. Out of the desire and the want to experience and enjoy certain things and levels in life, you can get a little bit money hungry in order to afford yourself that level of comfort that you've grown accustomed to. The reason there's some discrepancies about some Taurus who really like food and some Taurus who are just stubborn workaholics and people think they're all about money or materialistic, the reason that there's so many of these stereotypes is because Venus isn't just about I love money. Venus isn't I love food. And there's not even one type of love. Venus really rules your sense of abundance and what you value. Now, people need different things to feel abundant and people value different things. So you can't just say, oh, Taurus values money and Taurus is money hungry and materialistic. Some Taurus really, really value the home. So they put all of their energy and effort into increasing their standards of living at home. While some Taurus might really value food, and that's where they put their time and energy. But on the other hand, a Taurus might really, really value their physical fitness and be just as excited and enthusiastic and invested in going to the gym consistently because that's what they value. So as this new moon approaches for Taurus, and we're going to be working with Taurian energy, it's an awesome time to work with these second house ideas and structures to utilize the new moon intention setting. There's many different ways and areas in your life that you can use Taurus energy to affect. These are the second house areas. So it can be your attitude towards money and abundance. It can be your actual physical possessions and belongings in your home. It could be reevaluating the types of relationships and people you have in your life. It could be self-love, using the five senses in order to appreciate yourself and the things around you, taking care of the possessions that you do have, stepping into a gratitude, attitude, and mindset towards these possessions, really valuing the things in your life, the spaces in your life, taking the time to add that Venusian flair to your home, enjoying interior designing, creating a new painting, adding beauty in the everyday tasks. Because there's a lot going on with the pandemic and the world and life, there's a lot of fear and anxiety. Stepping into the Taurus energy is a wonderful way to combat this. How? It's a psychological proven method of using your five senses to take you out of your head and into the moment. Taurus is so sensual. This energy is so about this physical experience we're having. Think about the things you taste. Think about the fabric on your bed or the texture of the walls. Smell the beautiful candle, burn some incense, go outside on a nature walk and listen to the birds. Really step into your five senses and practice experiencing things. This is a beautiful exercise not only when you're having anxiety, but when you're trying to step into that sense of gratitude and appreciation. Stop and really look around this physical world that you are in. Experience it. If you're looking at the possessions in your home and you're trying to decide what you value, what you want to keep, and what you want to get rid of in a spring cleaning fit, then take Marie Kondo's advice. Hold it in your hands. Does it bring you joy? Yes? Keep it. No? Get rid of it. Before I continue, I'm going to put a gorgeous little scenery photo up here, turn on some lovely music, give you a few moments to maybe make a couple lists, do some self-reflection, look inside and decide where and how you feel you could benefit from this Taurus energy. Write down some new moon intentions, some things you want to focus on, some starting points, and I will meet you back here in about a minute and a bit to talk about some affirmations and how to ground this intention work into our lives. Now that we're back and you've written down a few intentions or some areas that you're interested in using this energy, I figured we would talk about how to anchor our larger rituals and intentions into bite-sized, mundane, magical moments. And what I mean by that is positive affirmations. Or little mirror scribbles and images and pictures and notes on the margin of your notebook. Little small things that take big concepts like, what do I value in life? Into small, bite-sized, integrated parts of our day. If you are using this Taurus energy to look at the types of food that you're eating, maybe you're indulging too much in something, or you're not eating enough vegetables, then a simple affirmation or a simple saying of, I eat healthy food because I love my body, or this food nourishes my body. Even a simple practice of a gratitude practice, saying thank you for all of the things you value so much in your home. It's not always, is it good, is it bad, am I keeping it or am I cutting it? It a lot of the time is just acknowledging that you have so much. You have the option to throw clothes away because you have other clothes to wear. That perception change, that switch from a sense of lack to a sense of abundance is a huge gift and a huge game changer in your life. If you are trying to tap into creativity and to get a creative project going, affirmations along the lines of, I am capable, I can breathe life into any piece of art I touch. Creativity flows through me freely. I have an endless supply of creativity. I am capable and talented. If you are taking the self-love approach with Taurus, really reveling in those 5 senses, doing body massages, eating beautifully delicious food, then you can do simple affirmations like, I am beautiful, I am a queen, I am a king, I deserve the best in life, etc., etc. Because Taurus energy has so much to do with stopping and smelling the roses. I know it's the 3rd time I've said this quote. A beautiful way to work with this energy for the new moon ritual would be to do an inventory of things that you value in your home. We are, a lot of us, stuck inside right now, and like I said, I do believe this to be a perfect combination for us. We really are allowed to sink in, slow down, adapt that steady and consistent pace that the Taurus energy allots us, and use it to really look at our lives, whether it be in material possessions or in personal and emotional relationships, in any area really, and make it very clear to ourselves what we value. What do we want to continue investing our time in? What do we think we should reconsider and reevaluate? How are we going to use our very persistent and steady work ethic that we have with this Taurus energy for our lives for the better? I know I've mentioned it more probably than I wanted to in this video, but there is a lot going on in our world right now, so don't add this to the list of things you have to do. Stepping into the Taurus energy, you only do what you want to do, which is a beautiful gift of Taurus. It's infuriating if you're on the receiving end of that, but it's also a wonderful energy to step into when you need it. Taurus is not pushed or pulled. They go at their own pace and they do what they need to do or what they feel like they want to do. Just been like sinking further in this massive chair this whole video. I really hope that these new moon discussions and these videos I've been creating have given some of you guys some insight into different zodiac archetypes, but also practical and real ways of using things like astrology and the zodiac and the lunar cycles in your everyday life. That's it, guys, for our new moon in Taurus video. I hope you found this helpful or interesting. Let me know in the comments below what you do for your new moon rituals. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, a beautiful new moon, and thank you for being here. Bye!